As daylight dims outside, the lights between the frozen surface here in Michigan have lit up. Live from the Arrington Ice Arena, it's the regular season opener between the number 4 Utica University Pioneers and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Hello, everyone. My name is Alex Herman, joined alongside by Tyler Ackerman. So happy to be here to provide you all coverage for tonight's regular season opener. This is going to be certainly a fun one. 2 top 5 nationally ranked teams coming together to open up their seasons for the 3rd straight year in a row. Last year, the Bulldogs headed out east to Utica, and they split the weekend. A 1-0 shootout win, and then a 2-3 loss in overtime. Those games, super competitive, super fast. You have to imagine that we're going to see the same thing here today. The Bulldogs coming off a massive 5-3 win last weekend against the U.S. National Development Team. Things didn't look so good for them in the beginning, but they were able to turn it around.
No, they were down actually 3-0, and they were able to claw their way back, capitalize on some bad penalties and bad turnovers by that USA Development Team in order to win that hockey game.
5 straight goals is what propelled the Bulldogs to their victory. There was Jake Swade, Patrick Saney with 2, Brad Summers, and Nienhaus, all with goals in that one. Dershawn Stewart, 37 saves in the massive 5-3 victory. Coach Phillips very, very confident in this roster to try and get the job done here tonight. Bulldogs and Pioneers. Bulldogs are 6-4-1 all-time against Utica. We mentioned the 1-0 shootout win and the 2-3 overtime loss. My player to watch for today, it's got to be Patrick Saney. 2 goals last weekend, an impressive stat.
Yeah, he looked really, really good out there. We called his name a lot because he was just all around the puck all the time, and the puck just seemed to find him, and he seemed to find the back of the net pretty well too.
Absolutely. Let's shift our focus now to Utica, ranked number 4 in the poll for the NCAA. This is their first regular season game of the season, just like ours. However, they did play 2 preseason games, a 6-1 victory against SUNY Canton and a 7-2 win against SUNY Potsdam. This is also a team that, like the Bulldogs, were in the Frozen Four. They wound up losing to the eventual repeat national champions in Hobart University. That was a close one. We caught some of the action while we were out there in Connecticut. But this is a game that holds a lot of weight for their squad. They're an older team with some veteran players. They look solid.
Yeah, they do. Fun fact for you, they have more grad students than do freshmen in this squad. One player to watch, I like number 2, Brian Scoville. He's a grad student. He wears the C for a reason. He led the team in points last year as a defenseman. So he can shoot the puck, and he can score pretty well too.
Well, this is certainly going to be a fun, fast hockey game to open up the season for the Adrian College Bulldogs. Here at the Arrington Ice Arena, they're announcing the starting lineups right now. National anthem soon to be underway. Alex Herman, Tyler Ackerman, right here at the Arrington Ice Arena. First period puck drop coming up. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrived today, and never replicated after you graduate.
College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Inside the Arrington Ice Arena. Air in the building starting to get thinner. You can feel the tension start to rise. It's the regular season opener between the Utica University Pioneers and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth. Happy to have you all join us on ACTV this evening. Boy, is this going to be an absolute barn burner. These are just powerhouse teams that are ready to get it going. And man, I could not be more excited.
That's just a perfect way to start a season for both squads. You face a really tough opponent off rip, and it's just going to be a wonderful, fast-paced hockey game.
Jacob Barreau and Brad Summers at center. 20 minutes on the score clock. Everybody gathered in the middle. Puck is dropped, and we are underway at the AIA. Welcome to the 24-25 NCAA season. Bulldogs win the opening draw. Pace of play clearly evident. This is rimmed up the boards. Murphy there as Stewart comes out to play it. Had some pressure from behind him. Ian Amsball will go for a skate now to Brad Summers. Walking over the blue to Amsball. Puts it on. It was blocked by a body in front. Distributed to Loretto up top. Clark with a hard shot. That one goes wide. Amsball fakes the slap shot. Now to the middle looking for Murphy, who went down on one knee looking for the 1T. And we'll get our first stoppage in the game. 44 seconds in, 19-16 left to go in the first period.
Now you want to talk about some fast hockey, Herms. This is exactly what we have here. Bulldogs looking great off the start. Find some soft areas in the middle of the ice to try to get some shots off, but great blocks by Utica so far.
We'll take the face-off in the offensive zone, and there's our player to watch in the face-off circle, and Patrick Saney will go nose-to-nose with Johnny Malera. And Utica's going to have to send their players back out to the ice.
Apparent late change.
So instead, that was Chris Carroll who took the draw, won it back. Here come the Pioneers. Matt Wood sends it in on net and scooping it up. Scary play for Dershawn Stewart as he gloved it down. Standing room only here at the Arrington Ice Arena.
Murphy is shown.
Oh, there's a penalty on the play. There was a rough, and Captain Jake Swade is looking very, very confused, just like we are up here in the booth. I never saw anything after the whistle, but clearly the officials did. And Utica off to an early power play. 53 seconds into this one. They work it off the dot. Going to clear it is Kudo as he'll get it all the way down. Paddle on the ice, Ethan Roberts, the junior netminder. Played his first season of collegiate play with the University of St. Thomas in Division I. This will rim around right to left. Put up top to the point. Schulteis going down low. They play it in front through the legs, trying to find Matt Wood. Schulteis again, controlling the blue. Off to Scoville. Now to the wall, Matt Wood, back to Scoville. Looking for the lane, Wood back to Scoville again. Schulteis holding up top, 45 seconds gone in the 5-on-4. Schulteis rips this one, it's blocked in front. Stepping in the lane, Connor May. This plays to the left blue. Now to the outside hash mark. Scoville tees it up, great stop by Stewart as he got it with the glove.
One thing you notice right away is the setup for the Adrian College Bulldogs. They're setting up in a hybrid diamond and box. And so it allows the down low plate to be open in that back door as they saw a possibility, but nothing there. A little slap shot that Stewart got there very well.
Pioneers again looking to set up shop. Still with about 50 seconds left of 5-on-4 time. Off on the sidewall, Johnny Malera. Walking in is Matt Wood. Holding on is Parek. Quick shot, that one high off the end glass. To the wall, pushed up to the blue. Parek, now top of the circle. Mulera, his shot redirected aside. Bulldogs forcing the Pioneers all around. Top of the circle again. They let one go. Oh, and it bounced through the crease. Almost found a way to get through. And Brad Summers is able to clear it. Summers intervening in that play along the board. Stewart puts a hard pass and decides to clear it himself. He'll get an applause from the AIA faithful. The Bulldogs have killed off their power play, or excuse me, their penalty. Power play for the Pioneers of Utica University. Back to even strength. 4 minutes gone in this first period. Patosha with a speeding dump in. Met along the boards by Brighton. Now to the wing. It's put through traffic. A nice move. Now in the slot. Lovasek got a stick on it. Made it harder to shoot for Justin Rapp. Teeing up a slap shot from the top of the blue. That was blocked. D'Orazio with the attempt. Kudo stopping along the wall. Pioneers with the past couple minutes of pressure. There's a takedown along the wall and a penalty being sent the other way. The visitors will have to send a man to the box.
Seemed like Adrian College had the hop off the start, and then since that power play, it was Utica. And now Utica taking a penalty, so let's see if Adrian can get the momentum back into their favor.
Gabriel Lundberg, the sophomore from Gothenburg, Sweden. Played for the Janesville Jets in the Null before going to Utica to continue his collegiate career. David Clark at center. Summers on the left. They play catch. Summers walking one in. A hard wrister blocked and sailed high. Pioneers try and clear it, but they can't. With the lane, now in the slot. Murphy's shot, tipped in front. Clearing attempt by Utica, they get it out. McCarthy. A back step for a second. Chops it up on his own blue. They look to restart, and a bad play. That was David Clark who had the puck stripped from him. 40 seconds have come and gone. Clark turned the puck over in the slot. It's bouncing around. They try and find to it. Here's a shot off the crossbar. It stayed out. A short-handed opportunity for Matt Wood. Picking up the boots is Swade. Tries to drop it back. Here's Summers in the slot and off the knob and into the netting. Great save by Ethan Roberts.
Clark there trying to get a little fancy, making a move right in the middle of the slot. Puck turned over. That one rang the crossbar, stayed in, and then the other way. Great shot. An even better save that went into the stands, and a minute went by on this power play, and we got one more to go.
15-20 left to go here in the first period. Still 60 seconds of time on the power play. Dogs looking to get something going. They turn it over. Wheeling up ice is Hughes. Right side wing, left-handed shot. Moves his way on net. Sticked aside by Stewart. Didn't have to do much, but he put it aside. Connor May with some speed to Saney. Drops back. Puts one wide to the blocker. Amsbaugh with the steal. Circles back to the top. Left side circle. Trying to put it through. It's met by Patosha. Amsbaugh gets a pass threaded through. Amsbaugh down low to May. He can't get a redirection on it, and it is slap shotted up into the netting. The Pioneers bench staff trying to argue that it was tipped off the Bulldogs and into the netting. I didn't have a very clear sight of it, but we'll see if they reverse the decision to move the draw to the middle.
I think it was tipped, but they were more talking about if they were able to change or not. And since it was tipped, they were able to change. So fresh PK Killer's out, and also it will move, just like you mentioned, Herms.
And there you go. They will move the draw to the middle.
Oh.
Bill Jones directing traffic, and nope. They're going to send it back the other way.
All back and forth action between Utica bench and the referee.
Amsbaugh with little time left. Has Kudo on the side. They put a shot on. Put off the pad. That was Roberts with the save. Speeding after it is Perek. Amsbaugh taken down to his feet. Exiting the box is Lundberg. Amsbaugh to the middle. One-timer all off the outside of the netting. Fans thought it was in.
From our vantage point, it did look in, Herms.
2-on-2 along the wall. Now fed to the face-off circle. Again, it's tied up. Patosha put in a headlock as he's released from the submission. Kudo off the boards and down low. Playing it up the wall. That was Nienhaus. Garazio. Hard crunching hit. Saney picks up. Shielding on one hand. Is forced back towards his own defensive end. Kudo. Now with a fast pass to Nienhaus. Wheels up the left side and down low. Spinning around out to the middle. Pioneers look to break this puck out. They're able to do so. Scoville looking for a one-timer from the point. He takes it. Gerstein soaked that off the skates. Gerstein in the corner with a blind backhand pass. That wasn't to anybody. Vellucci rips it up the boards. Quick slap shot on the collection from the stick of Scoville. Shot through traffic, fought off by Stewart. Got it with the blocker. Gerstein trying to go down to one knee. D'Orazio with a nice feed to Murphy. Carroll to the slot. Fans on one shot and two. There's another chance through traffic. Schulteis is stopped by Stewart. 12:26 left to go here in the first period.
Stewart looking really sharp to begin this game, leading off of his amazing performance he had against the USA development team.
Defensive zone draw for Adrian College. Left to the wall area. Am's ball to Murphy. Playing through, there's Loretto off the wall down low. Schulteis. This is quickly dumped on net. Stewart with a last-second decision to play it to his side. This is tipped out and kept in the zone, but now quickly taken away by Summers. It's a miscommunication in front of the blue line. They decide to bring it back. Now they can go forward. Am's ball trying to shake through his man in Brighton. Jacob Barreau, and a high stick is going to go against Utica. The Bulldogs will have another crack at the power play.
I think Murphy got one right in the neck area. He's talking back to Utica's bench.
Looks like it's Preston Brighton, the sophomore.
We see one power play from the Bulldogs. Didn't get much going. Actually, more chances for Utica on it. But hopefully they can bounce back and get something going on this one.
Adrian unsuccessful on their first power play. Looking to do a little bit better here. Clark opens up and distributes to McCarthy. McCarthy down low at the bottom of the circle. Nice saucer pass. Gets to the left-handed shot, and Summers. Back to McCarthy. Lets it go. It's blocked in front. Stepping in the lane, Brian Scoville. Man, he is all over the ice.
I think he already has 3 blocks, Herms.
Wears a C for a reason. And you can see it already. There's also a clear-cut reason why he led the team in points last year. Up to the right point. McCarthy. Give and go with Summers down low for Swade. Trying to feed the middle. It's canceled out by D'Orazio. This is cleared out. Clark. Back to McCarthy. Long shift for him. McCarthy pulls up. Puts it to Swade. It was behind him. He never saw it. And it's spent all the way down. This is David Clark to Ryan Patosha, back for Am's ball. Couple of stick handles, he gets over the line clean. Again, Pioneers quick to it. Scoville dumps it up the boards. Am's ball. Has to softly play this one. Fights some pressure off. Feathers it over for Patosha. It's back over the line. Bulldogs having a difficult time registering a shot here on the 5-on-4. Drop back for Am's ball, putting it through, bouncing over Patosha. Hits a run on the ice. 5 seconds left in the 5-on-4, and lifted all the way down. Stewart will have to stop it.
Utica did a great job there on just keeping the Bulldogs on the outside and clogging up the middle of the lanes too.
This puck takes a bounce. D'Orazio will play it. Anthony Bax with a forward pass. Now to the boards. Fired up the wall. Stopped for a second. There's Kudo with a good attempted long drive off for Theo Troon. Lovasek breaks the play up. After it is Vellucci. Troon takes a shoulder to the back. This is flipped from the Pioneer end all the way down the ice. Doesn't have the legs for icing. Kudo with a good feed to the middle and Troon. 8:42 left to go here in the first period. Opening day for the Bulldogs and Pioneers to start off their 24-25 season. This is fed to the neutral zone, lifted up over the bench area and out of play as we'll take a stoppage.
And to see how evenly matched these teams are, nobody has any time of space. No one is dominating this game so far. It's just back and forth hockey, which is love to have here at the AIA, and especially to begin the season.
Can definitely feel the tightness between these two sides. Nobody wants to blink first. Murphy tips this into the corner after it was Colin Whaley who gave him a pass. There's some speed from the Pioneers if they can hurry. Della Rovere. Out to the middle, broken up from an awkward angle. That was Loretto who soaked it off the shin pad with a solid thud. Summers helps this puck to Murphy as it's put into the bench area.
Bulldogs are having an aggressive D-man pinching on the walls. That requires an F3 to stay high and cover, and that's what Utica is taking advantage of. You see a little bit of some odd-man breaks for them, but the forwards of Adrian is able to back check well, just like that last play.
Swade going back for Bowman. Rips that up the half wall, and Swade with a thunderous hit. Saney, he's got room. Exited off the puck. Now to Nienhuis. Opens up with the Mohawk move. Right corner point. Bowman opens, dishes down low, chop to the middle. Saney was hoping it was going to glue to his stick, and this is put up into the netting again. We'll get a stoppage. 7:22 left to go here in the first period. Pioneers and Bulldogs on opening day of this NCAA Division III season. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman up here at the booth at the Arrington Ice Arena. Happy to have you all join us on ACTV from wherever you may be watching. Friends, family, former teammates, everybody's welcome. Nienhuis shovels it down low. Tried to dish a pass to Saney. Oh, and a hard hit on the boards, man. Austin D'Orazio was flattened.
Yeah, he took a little bit to get up and find a stick, too.
Seemed like he had to find where he was.
Yeah, it's good that he is getting off the ice. Possibly seek some medical attention by the trainer.
Neutral zone draw. An early jump on it was McCarthy. Connor May poke checks it through some legs. Sent up the half wall and out. Here's some legs from Johnny Malera. Puts it over, a nice toe drag move from Herrera. Goes around the way. Malera up top, his pass jumped over some sticks. Will give the Bulldogs some time to make changes. Calling for the pass way up ice was Herrera. They gave it to him, and now he'll try and make a play. Gerstein gave him a shove in the back to let him know he was there. Waiting behind the play is Loretto. Looks to begin the breakout. Loretto crosses over his own blue line. Gerstein gets a piece of it as it scraped the offensive blue line. Good tip play from Potosha as he stepped in the lane, but a better steal. Here's Lovasek off to the races, has options. The saucer pass too high on elevation to Potosha. Love the turnaround chance there for the Bulldogs if they could convert on the passing, but that's a high skill play no matter what, even if it doesn't turn out into a scoring chance.
It was something similar we saw a lot at the USA Development game where they just took advantage of the turnovers in the offensive zone.
Quick steal with the stick and then a saucer pass. I mean, to be able to do that at that speed is impressive. Here goes Potosha. Right side wing, puts it on. That one well wide of the blocker. As it skates back the other way, here's a chance. Wood in the middle, gets a pass. Saved by Stewart. Slid over and got it with the chest.
Amazing save by Stewart to slide over and read the play completely there.
Oh, and here's another turn-away chance. Summers is all by himself. He's going to have to do it on his own. And he's quickly shoved off the puck. Brian Scoville separating him. Stewart rims this up the glass. That was Barreau who tried to give it a chance. Quickly for Summers, tries to split the D. Hamsbaugh goes through his own man, picked up by Summers, to the middle, drops back. Malika off the post! Oh, they almost got it to go, but they rang the iron.
Such a pretty play, too.
Absolutely fantastic passing by the Bulldogs. Murphy with a chance of his own. Down in front of it was Drake Morris with the soak. Back to the neutral zone we go. And that's collected with a good move from Vital. Stewart is sprawled out. May have lost his footing there, but they kept it out of the net. Dumping this all the way in is Murphy. Bulldogs change. Couple of players for the Pioneers as well. Bowman redirects the play into the boards, and the Pioneers carry it over the blue line. That is offsides. 3:49 left to go in the first period. No scoring yet between these two sides. It's just been back and forth so far through about 16 minutes of play.
It's extremely similar to their first game last year. That ended 1-0 in a shootout win for the Bulldogs.
Saney trying to thread a nice pass over to Swade, who was lingering the front of the net. Justin Rapp with a pass to Wood. Off to the boards as Swade ties it. Now Nienhuis gets shoved there, takes Brighton down with him in a bowling pin situation. Saney to Nienhuis. Going to spin one through some players. Lundberg is right there. You don't see a lot of players wear the number 30 who aren't goaltenders. But there's nobody above the number of 35 on this team. A shot through traffic. Locked away. Loretto. Give and go from Nienhuis. Loretto gets it back.
And some time here to break out properly.
Can hear the communication from the ice. Everybody barking orders at one another to let each other know where to be on the ice. This is turned away. Michael Herrera. Good feed, spinning to D'Orazio. Herrera again trying to steal it. That time from Will Bowman. Schulteis. D'Orazio, let it go. A high riser over the top of the crossbar.
A ton of traffic in front of Stewart there.
Quick save into the glove of Stewart as he decided to play it down to keep the time going. McCarthy with a good pass. May in front. Oh, too much on the backhand. He had the left corner, and you can see the smile. He knew that he was going to shelf it, and it was just too high. So close for Connor May, but will remain at zeros.
He was able to sneak in there. Defense for Utica kind of just lost him on that backdoor play, and as you said, just roofed it a little bit too much into the rafters.
Troon puts a shot on that bounced over the top of the glove of Roberts. Long shot from the point, wide to the stick. Put back down low, goes through Troon. There's a high shot, goes over the blocker of Stewart. Under 90 seconds left to go in the first period. Patosha beginning the breakout, gets a pass to Lovasek. Lovasek driving the middle, trying to go into the slot. Clark plays it back. Good pass up ice for Loretto. And this will be icing as it was too far ahead of number 4.
And you see Loretto jump as a D-man trying to catch Utica in a change there, and that pass just a little bit too far. And that forces the Bulldogs to not be able to change here, and with just under a minute left, put in a sticky situation.
Little delay on the draw. Ian Amsbaugh telling he has to go back to the bench. This is Ben Loretto who goes high and deep. Murphy trying to get around, gets spun into a tornado. Amsbaugh now back to the ice. Summers in deep. Oh, and looking for Amsbaugh, but it wasn't there. Loretto with a shot, that one wide off the boards. Clark to Summers, puts it on and over the blocker. This will scamper to the top of the point. Shoveled in back deep. Look out for the trailer behind the play. That was Drake Morris looking for the stretch pass.
Seen that a couple times now, Herms.
One-timer from Clark, stopped by Roberts. He bobbled it out. Maybe one last chance here for the Pioneers. That was Bro. And time will expire to close out the first period. Back and forth action. Not a lot of space on the ice for either of these two teams. Some good scoring chances on both ends, but no scoring after 20 minutes. What did you like from these two sides?
Well, what I do like from Utica so far is that they're stretching the ice when they can. We saw in that last little play there, they're kind of just floating a guy and making the defense for Adrian not do exactly what they want to do. Usually they're as aggressive as possible, but if that guy floats out there, then they can't be aggressive and have to go back and wait with that guy. So I love that out of Utica, and I just love the competitiveness out of the Bulldogs so far. They've had some great chances to score, just can't find the back of the net right now, and it's just perfect hockey here, Herms.
Yeah, and chances to score right there for the taking. Both teams, no dice on the power play. Utica 0-1, and the Bulldogs 0-2. So some strategy surely will have to be talked about what they're going to adjust for the rest of the game. But scoreless after 20 is our decision. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth. Second period coming up after the break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is @Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrived today, and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, and this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the Communication Arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13 to 1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our Communication Arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Welcome back to the Arrington Ice Arena opening day of this 2024-25 season for the Utica University Pioneers and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Hello, everyone. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth. Happy to have you all rejoin us here on ACTV. 0-0. No scoring between these two sides as everybody will skate back to center for the start of the second period. Had a lot to like from each of these two benches as we resume play, but nobody finding the back of the net yet.
No, just great, well, hockey right there so far in the first 20 minutes.
Here's a quick step. Bro gets it over. Stewart with an early save. 16 seconds in. Tested early. And he's up to the test.
We've seen a lot of on-man rushes for Utica so far, but Stewart's been on his head throughout the first 20 minutes and the first 16 of this.
This works back to the slot. Stewart had to fight it up as it pops up all the way up to the top of the rafters, and I don't think it hit anything, but the officials are going to call this down for a hand pass.
Amesborough is pointing to the rafters like it hit something.
Stewart takes a look around as we wait on the far side circle for the drop. And we continue on. This is a pass that finds its way to Riley Murphy. Had a couple of big goals last season as he's hit real hard by Brian Scoville. And that is almost tipped over and trapping the netminder and Ethan Roberts. Don't see that too often. Jacob Rowe up to the boards. Eric Vitale hemmed into the wall. Looking for options is Loretto. Feathers a floater up top. Summers trying to poke it away. Mulero steps in. Bulldogs wanted an offsides call. They're not going to get it. Hughes to the board. Saney got to stick to the back and picking up his Hughes, trying to win the puck race. And a large sounding thud on the boards. I think that came from the Adrian end.
Yeah, it came from Murphy. He's not feeling too good right now on the bench.
Not sure what had happened, but he's back at the bench, making sure that he's okay. And the Bulldogs offsides. And we'll take a whistle. 18:01 left to go here in the second period.
Yeah, Sway was waiting for that one to cross the line, but it was a little bit too slow, and he just barely jumped it. So the draw goes all the way back where that puck was passed. In the neutral zone.
Brighton a D-to-D pass. There's a long slap shot that hits off the end wall. There's some good speed from Swade trying to interject there. Got a piece of Roberts' pass as he was trying to clear it. And there's going to be a penalty here for hooking. Is it against the Bulldogs or is it against Utica?
It's against Utica.
Yeah. That might have been, looks like it's Preston Brighton. It's the second time he's taken a penalty here tonight. That might have been the hook. Maybe was it the play on Swade?
Might have been the trailing referee called it, so I don't know specifically when he put his arm up. But either way, the Bulldogs have another opportunity here on the power play.
Third chance of the night for Adrian on the 5-on-4. They work it around, and it bounced over the stick of Summers. Summers got a hit as David Clark skating it back towards his own net. Pressured hard there by Morse. McCarthy to Clark, feeds it over in the feet of Needhouse. Oh, and a bad break. Here comes Matt Wood, short-handed. Wood in, stopped by Stewart. Great save, getting a piece of it with the glove was Stewart on Matt Wood. David Clark to Summers. Needhouse gets a slap on the shin pad. Hughes rips one off the shin pad of Clark. Will go up the wall. Now to the opposite end of the ice. And the Bulldogs, an icing call on the power play.
Bulldogs are just really struggling against this Utica forecheck. And they're just not being able to break out the puck well on this power play or get into the zone cleanly. That was an errant pass that turns into a defensive zone draw for him.
.35 left to go as they drop the puck in the defensive zone. Bulldogs still on the power play for 45 seconds left to go. A little bit of a slower start to this second period than we saw in the first. Definitely lots of energy still evident, but a little more strategic now that both of these benches have seen their opponents for 20 minutes. One last rush on the power play. Connor May can't control his pass. Roberts shoots that one off to the corner. Matt Kudo will keep it in. Looking to the wing. Now to the middle. Saney's one-timer. Does not go. Brighton is out of the box. Pioneers pick up. Mulera. Great play by Amsbaugh to take him off the possession. Mulera to the middle. Out of reach for Snutchikov. And they are offsides.
Bulldogs get lucky there. Utica had a break, almost a mini breakaway if that offsides call wasn't made, and that was all because they were trying to change to get 2 defensemen back out on the ice for them.
We'll work it back. Here's Scoville going through neutral. There's a takedown. The Pioneers wanted a penalty. They're not going to get one. Stewart wraps that up the boards. Bad pass as they turn it over. Vital overplayed it as getting in front was Malika. There's a tip in front. Stewart with the paddle down to work the save. This is Vellucci. Vellucci over the blue. Malika in the slot. Puts that one off the shoulder of Roberts and into the netting.
That's the aggressive defense for Adrian, jumping into the rush there. And that shot going for that top left corner. But a good save by Roberts to keep this tied at 0s.
Offensive zone draw for the Bulldogs. Sent back down low. Gerstein trying to get in the middle of the pass. Whaley kicks it free to May. Loretto to Whaley. Whaley off the boards now to McCarthy. Connor May ties up along the wall. Nienhuis for Carter Reel. This is deadlocked along the wall. Snuchnikov was looking for one as this is bounced all the way up for Gerstein. Plays it back, hoping that there was a defenseman waiting on the blue line, but nobody home. Loretto, his pass redirected off the glass, just barely stayed in. And a pickup by Chris Carroll. Carroll left to right. Hard hit there in the open ice. Murphy. There's a giveaway for Amsbach. Scoville touched it, so this will be no icing. Roberts playing it behind his own crease. Riley Murphy back to the ice. Amsbach skating to the middle. They put it. Missing it there was Roberts, and the second one off the post.
It's good to see Murphy back out there, as he seemed to be a lot of discomfort coming off the bench on his last shift. So he seems to be okay from what we can see up here in the booth. That puck deflected out of play.
Puck is pushed off the draw. Caressed by Saney. This is lifted all the way down the ice. We'll take the draw back on TV right.
You can just see the forwards for Utica just pushing the defenseman back of Adrian. That's why defenseman for Utica is just trying to go glassing out, trying to make defensemen for Adrian turn their feet and possibly get an on-man rush going the other way.
So sent down low, popped up in the air. Nienhuis has to skate back to his own end. Trying to shovel it up the half wall. Finally, it gets out all the way down. Not enough for icing, but quickly having to get it is Perek. Seems like all four lines rolling here for the Bulldog bench. A little more conservative for the Utica side. This is Ben Loretto with wheels, drops off. Looking to give a pass to Saney, but it was broken up. Morse takes the tumble. Ice is slippery. Petosha to Troon as he catches this one. Right side, can't break his way in. And a hard diving hit there. Patosha with a shove of his own. Bodies flying everywhere. Shot from the outside, doesn't find the target. Patosha, a takeaway. He's got space. Ryan Patosha in, puts it wide to the blocker. He had eyes on where he wanted to go, but he couldn't poise it. Lovasek spinning to the slot. Troon down low for Patosha. Back to Troon. Up top, Bowman. Fluttering it in on net. Hard hit from Patosha. Gerstein, a good steal. Rips one in and out of the glove. Getting a piece of it was Roberts. Two good shots to get the Bulldogs back in this. Bowman Swiffers it in down low, and to collect it there, trying to get on the ice was Loretto. Kudo, his pass. Can't find a Bulldog on the ice. Stochnichikov, here's a chance in the slot, kicked away by Stewart. Had to get eyes through a couple of bodies. There's another chance, bouncing around on top of the paint. They fight for it, and it breaks free for the Pioneers. A block in between the hash marks. Kicked out. Worked loose once again. Loretto going up and over the heads. As now controlling is Mulera. Not a whole lot of shots in this period.
No, just pucks on the outside most of the time.
Here's Scoville, puts a slap shot down towards the ice. Scoville looking for one. They put it on. Diving there as Stewart gets on top of it. And he gets applause from the crowd here at the Arrington Ice Arena.
Forwards for the Bulldogs need to make sure they know if two is on the ice, get in the shooting lane. He had over 110 shots just last year from the blue line, which is a ridiculous stat, especially as a defenseman. And you see it right there, 2 shots in a row, one of them getting tipped, and Stewart making a wonderful save there to earn that applause.
Here's Morse with a drive. That's blocked away by Stewart. Amsbaugh trying to put it through, intercepted Hughes. Bro, his shot high and wide and into the netting.
When the Bulldogs get full possession of the puck, Utica goes to a 3-2, which you rarely ever see. Usually it's a 1-2-2 or a 2-1-2, but they like to stack 3 wide, and that's a perfect example of it. Amsbaugh try to go through the middle, and it gets easily picked off and goes the other way.
This plays to the top of the circle. Riley Murphy with a nice move. Throws it ahead of Amsbaugh as he's hitting to the wall. Here's a shot on the post. Shoved for. They celebrate. We'll see what happens on the decision here. Everybody was arms up in the air to say that it went in. Oh, look at some punches being thrown after the whistle. Schulteis losing his brain bucket off his head, and he's handed it back by the official. And when you have your goaltender poked like that, it typically warrants a response. But I wonder if there will just be matching calls here.
Look like they're only taking one from each side, so I would assume so, Herms.
So it's Schulteis to the box for Utica. I didn't catch the number of who it was for Adrian who went to the box, and the officials will come together and talk about this. Hopefully they don't forget that they have potentially a goal to review as well.
I think it's Murphy in the box for the Bulldogs. Because the play all started from, we're going to get fours here. Play all started from Murphy trying to shove that puck into the net as Roberts had it kind of tugged in there and gave a response from Schulteis. And Swade's going over there to pick up some gloves and sticks, as a nice captain would do.
And you're right, it is Riley Murphy who's in the box.
So all that scuffle turns into 4-on-4 hockey for the next 2 minutes. So in a game that doesn't have a lot of time and space, you take one guy away from each squad, and now you have a little bit more to work with.
Ice will open up both sides. Have 4-on-4 play for the next 2 minutes. There's some good speed from Jacob Rowe. Gets around his man and Matt Kudo. This is Am's ball. Skate from his own end through the middle. Looking for options. We'll work it around the zone. Trying to center a feed to Malika as this pops up into the air. Settling on the wall. Am's ball still on it. Looking for a shot. Lets it go. Blocked. As he put it right into the shins of Perek. Am's ball still on this puck. Malika shoves it free. Now this is Saney. Malika joining the play. Fed back for Kudo. Matt Kudo to the middle. Saney fans on it. This is tipped all the way down. Stewart needs to make a crafty play. Jake Swade jumps over a man in Matt Wood. Now to the middle, put off the pad of Roberts. Shane Murphy looks to set up. Angled into the wall by Saney. Murphy back to it on the outside hash mark, looking for Scoville. This bounces over the blue. Decides to backstep it. Scoville off to the wing in Brighton. Brighton gets through. Taken off. Defense has been unbelievably strong in this game. All of the rushes met by a defender and strong sticks to poke the puck away.
Yeah, sticks and lanes has been huge so far in this game.
Pioneers look for an opportunity. Perek puts it through, getting behind Stewart for a second. Pioneers playing it underneath the red. Della Rovre now to the middle, bounces around. Stewart on top of it, and he gets the whistle. Murphy got a shove in the back. But this time, nobody throwing any punches.
Murphy didn't even do anything to cause that. Utica player thought that Murphy shoved him and turned around with a nice clean punch to the head. Murphy just skates off, and defensive zone draw now here for the Bulldogs.
Diving was Jacob Bro as he Superman towards the net. There's a good feed from Loretto. That was Bowman. Sent that pass up the ice. Stewart with a backhand. Bowman to Lovasek. Off to the side. Matt Kudo will wait with this one. Leading the rush for his Bulldog team. 5:42 left to go here in the second period. No scoring yet. from either of these sides. Kudo goes off the end wall and out. May will poke it further down into the zone. Ben Loretto with a nice stretch over to Connor May. And they calling hand pass.
Yeah, you're going to be right there, Herms. We saw again the 3-2 in the neutral zone, and all 5 Utica players backed up all the way past half ice, allowing an easy dump in, which you just never see, and I'm quite amazed of it. But Utica knows something that I guess we just don't.
Back the other way. Bulldogs will hold on to this one. Loretto with a stretch feed up for May, but it was pucked back up the gut by Parek. Now Ben Loretto once again. Hard wrist shot goes around the glass and into the right corner. Some good moves by John Gutt. Loretto with a D-to-D pass for Whaley. Whaley waiting. Back to Loretto. Slow play here. Each team with very, very set strategy. Summers is tied up, can't get to it. Hooked in front, Murphy looking for it, puts it high. Another chance. Plays down low. Everybody bumping around for it. It's worked free. Lundberg. Now for Clark. Holding the post and playing it there was Roberts. Now off to the side and Murphy. Up top. Shot was blocked off a shin pad. Wood was starting to head up ice for a potential breakaway. Carroll with a nice move to the front. Bowman with a fantastic back check. And he's going to get called for this for a hold.
Interesting to see that call being made after the puck was already by. But either way, Bowman will find himself sitting for 2 minutes for holding, and Utica now a great opportunity to score a goal here in a scoreless game so far.
Second power play chance now for Utica. In the late stages of this first period, this will split the D pairing and get all the way down. Ethan Roberts stopping it. Aiden Parek drops deep back for Drake Morse. Herrera, Parek off to the wing in Bro. Parek trying to fake the one-timer, does it. The side playing catch, Herrera threads it through the middle. Parek again, no shot, there it is. It's tipped in front, stopped by Stewart, bouncing around on the line and stays out. Stewart lost his stick, he can't retrieve it, it's all the way behind the net. A great sidestep move, they score! Johnny Mulera on the power play beats a stickless Dershawn Stewart, and it's 1-0 Pioneers.
I can't believe the play before the puck didn't go in, but we'll catch this replay now as this puck's going to find Mulero, and he's going to make a nice move here, faking the shot and then just picking his corner, top right here. And Utica takes advantage of the power play and find themselves up 1-0 in this hockey game.
So it took us to the end of the first period and almost to the end of the second before we found our first goal of the game. And it's the Pioneers who jump first. Swade was looking for a long home run pass. Here's a steal. Saney with a nice move trying to find somebody in front, but there was nobody there. Dumped all the way down. Clark. Off to the side. It's broken up. Kudo directs it towards the boards. Nienhuis. A good feed. Left behind the play for Matt Wood. Down on one knee. There's a shot on net. Stewart gets the blocker down on it. Patrick Saney trying to lift it out of the zone. Wood hemming it into the defensive end of Adrian College. Finally, it jolts free. D'Orozio. Now Patosha. Really moving down ice. Looking towards the middle. Here's Troon. Scores! Theo Troon! We're back to an even score.
This all comes from Patosha's great effort here. He was all by himself. And you'll see on this replay, goes all the way around, finds the trailing Troon, and patience is the name of the game. And that's exactly what Troon does, and this game is tied.
First regular season goal will belong to Theo Troon with 49 seconds left to go in the second period. And it didn't take long, just about a minute and a half for the Bulldogs to get this game back evened up as Loretto, Patosha, everybody jumping in the mix. More pushing and shoving going on. Officials will have to step in to separate the masses.
I don't even know what that really stemmed from. We'll see if any calls are made from it.
I don't think we're going to get anything here. There was nothing too out of the ordinary. And that's the right decision, I feel like, for the officials kind of to let that go. Matt Kudo playing it beyond his own blue line. Gives it off to his partner in Ben Loretto. Tipped all the way down, hits off the Zamboni door. Scoville there to play it. Hamsbaugh up top. Sends one towards the front. Kicked off a shin pad. Swiped the other way by Morse. Worked in the corner. Final few seconds here in the second period. Put towards the front. Hamsbaugh trying to get one. 1 second to go. Summers is out of time.
Great play there by Bryden on the end to catch up to his man. Make sure that no shot was taken at the end of that period.
So it took us to 17:34 left to go in the second period to find the first goal of the game. It was Johnny Mulera on the power play, assisted by Aiden Parek. Got us to 1-0. And just about 2 minutes later, at 19:10, Theo Troon, assisted by Alec Lovasek and Ryan Patosha, gets us back all square and 1-1 to end the second period. I think the most surprising thing, honestly, is how low the shot totals are. It's 18-12 in favor of Utica, and it was a lot closer than that right up until the last couple of minutes in that frame. So defense has really been the name of the game for both of these sides.
Yeah, it's a lot of shot blocking, Herms. We've seen a ton of shot blocks, and also just keeping the plays out to the side, which creates like wingers are not going to want to shoot the puck on net. They're pushed out to the side. They'd rather try to throw it in front of the net to a streaking player, which is just picked off every single time because both teams are clogging up the middle. So it's just a tight game so far. And that's exactly what we have in a low-scoring game.
Only one lead in this game, and it lasted about a minute and a half as we will skate into the third period, still tied up 1-1 the score between the Utica University Pioneers and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth. We'll step aside just for a little bit and return in a few. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is @AdrianCollegeTV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrived today and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, and this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the Communication Arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13 to 1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/.
Welcome back to the Arrington Ice Arena. 20 minutes played, or 40 minutes played, I should say. Got my time wrong there, a little mixed up. 20 still left to go is what I was going for. Between the Utica University Pioneers and your Adrian College Bulldogs, Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth. 1-1 the score for those of you just tuning in now. This is coming down to the wire, and what more did you expect from these two great teams?
Got that exactly right. Third rank and fourth rank, it's going to go down to the last shot. That's just a lovely game of hockey.
We resume play. And third period will commence. Here's Brad Summers, pulls up, puts it on. Pad save made by Roberts. Down low, Am's ball to Kudo, waiting. Shovels around the yellow kick plate. There's a shot from the slot and tipped up into the netting. We'll get our first whistle of the period.
Am's ball finding that loose area just at the top of the circle, is spinning in and taking a shot. Good pressure here so far for the Bulldogs to start this period. Exactly what you want after kind of a slow start in the second.
And they score! Off a shot from up top. Bulldogs strike early. David Clark leading away.
Herms, I think this hit off of two different bodies, both Utica. We'll see in the replay here, but off the face-off, as it just goes up to Clark, and it's just tipped all over the place.
Wow, pinball wizardry from up top of the blue line, but it counts nonetheless. And Adrian College getting their first lead of this game. 1 minute into the frame, as they called this an icing, even though Jake Swade had touched up in the corner.
I think the referee in that corner waved it off, but the linesman blew the whistle without checking that side. So will get a face-off like we did a couple of seconds ago.
They win it back. Swade, a hard pass to Loretto. Herrera had his stick stuck up in the body area of Swade. He gets behind the line. Here goes Saney. Saney to the front, puts it in the chest. Roberts holds on.
It's a beautiful start here for the Bulldogs. Whatever is said in the locker room is working extremely well for them, as it's been all them through the first minute and 11 seconds. And if you're Utica, you just need to make some simple plays here to get back on page.
This is chipped off the wall. Played down low by Scoville. Goes up into the bench area, and again will stop play.
One of Utica's forwards is still leaking the zone early every single time to try to push back the defense for the Bulldogs. And especially now down by one, they're going to use that to their advantage, just trying to chip it out of the zone and try to create on-man rushes going the other way.
Malika with a quick shot. Oh, holding it up in the shoulder was Roberts. Caught his blocker and his glove on top of it.
A huge thing so far in this first 2 minutes of play is the face-off wins for the Bulldog. It's creating great chances for them, just like that goal that we saw that all the fans are now cheering for.
David Clark's first goal of the season and his first as a Bulldog. What a better way to get your first with Adrian College than in a big game against Utica University.
Especially a go-ahead goal to start the third period. We had a barely offsides play from Utica. Barely let that skate up.
Patosha kicks it free as Schulteis gets it deep. Bowman will swing it up the wall. This plays out. Going to retrieve it. That's D'Orazio. Good poke from Connor May, who tried to keep it into the zone. Lovasek with a shove. Looks like there's part of a broken stick on the ice in front of the Utica bench.
Yeah, Troon went to go hit a Utica player and it snapped his stick in half. Doing so.
Good shove to the midsection of John Gutt. So we'll work down low underneath the red line. Players falling everywhere. There's a penalty, and I think it's going against Utica. You can see the frustration from Andrew Della Rovere.
Bowman picked up that puck behind the net and took an extra second, and he was tripped as he went to go skate. So the Bulldogs, great opportunity here to add on to their lead now that they have and extend their momentum that they have gained to start this third period.
.17:34 left to go here in the third period. Power play for the Bulldogs. Haven't been able to get anything going up an extra attacker. Long pass, intercepted by Schulteis. Working in, toe drag release shot goes wide. Swade in a 2-on-1 with Murphy if he can hurry. Bounces back for McCarthy, now for Summers in the middle. Trying to jostle it free. It's sent back behind the net. Soft pass up top for Clark. Now for Summers. They're trying to set up the one-time shot. Played in the middle. They're fighting for it. There's Swade with a spinning backhand. It doesn't go. This will clear the zone. Once again, David Clark. The second goal of this game to get the Dogs up 2-1. Clark plays it through his feet and snapping a stick there is McCarthy. Breakaway chance for Wood on net. Stewart says no. They work it over. He was out of the crease and shorthanded. Shane Murphy will tie this.
Just an unfortunate event for McCarthy. He snapped his stick trying to put this puck low, and it goes the other way. And you see that stick break right there, and a breakaway. And Stewart does a wonderful job on outpacing the player. And unfortunately, there's not anybody back for the Bulldogs, and this game is now tied after it was all Adrian. And we got the officials all meeting up here.
You know, I wonder if they're going to talk about the stanchion that was broken off of the glass and say that possibly it touched the netting, if I were to guess, unless there is a penalty being called on the play. But there was a piece of the glass that got chipped off before that you saw laying on the ice. The officials picked it up. And probably no changes, judging from the body reactions of everybody. And again, short-lived leads here from the AIA in this one. Minute and 30 in the second period when Utica went up 1-0. And the Bulldogs tied it. Dogs open up the period with the goal. Again, just about 2 minutes later, Pioneers with a response. So 16-17 left to go in the third period. Pioneers get a shorthanded goal while Adrian remains on the power play.
This power play has struggled to get into the zone and set up, and not necessarily the fault of that. It's more of just a mishap of a broken stick.
Amsbaugh taken down twice. Hard shove from behind. Amsbaugh stick handling in a phone booth. Able to glue his blade to this. Plays it off. Chris Carroll clears.
Just not being able to set up well in the zone, working that outside the whole entire time. There's been pressure from Utica the whole entire time too.
Kudo to Potosha. Pioneers back to even strength. Up the wing, there's Malika. Dumps in and couldn't grab it. Was Roberts. Now to the middle. Lundberg with a great backhand play. Perek trying to sidestep from Loretto. Can't get free. Here's Potosha to Troon. Lifts it towards the corner. Lundberg. Waiting, it's Delarove. Goes right to left. And it bounced over the blue line. Pioneers bring it back. You can see a noticeable change in the pace of play here in the third period. A lot faster than the second.
It reminds me of more like the first.
There's a lot more speed to this game now that it's tied up 2-2. Maybe players can relax that there are goals on the board. There's a chance. Oh, a great save by Stewart. Diving across. Another chance, but I believe it was blocked by a forward in front. Murphy galloping his way up. Oh, his clothesline to the ice. This will lift all the way down, and it will be icing. Physicality, speed, skill really starting to show itself in this game in the third.
Yeah, everything has increased big time since, I would say, the end of the second after the first goal for Utica. And you can just see the intensity just be lifted up here with only 14 minutes left to play in a tied hockey game.
Murphy with a hard hit on the boards. This will draw a call. And the Pioneers are going to head back to the power play. Not what you want to give your opposing team at this spot in the game.
Well, Murphy cannot believe the call right now because he got clothesline, like you said earlier, in his shift, and he saw the numbers. I didn't see what player it was, but he saw the numbers from about 3 feet away and still went to hit him, and especially 2 feet away from the boards, it's just not something you want to do no matter how frustrated you are.
So 2 minutes. Of power play time now for Utica University Pioneers. Morse walking in the zone. Everybody holding their breath here at the AIA. Perek off to the side, now through the middle, broken up. Amsball tries to dive and get it out, but is unable to do it. Worked up the wall. Summers able to get a piece of it. He kicks it free. Amsball trying to pick up the boots to meet it. Off to the side is Jacob Rowe. Now sent to the top. Here's a long shot from the point. Stewart never saw it. Rowe forces it to the middle. Bulldogs want a call. Officials saying no. Bro to the middle, pulls it off, and he might have caught a piece of the iron. It sounded like it hit something. Now to the middle, tipped up into the netting. A great outstretched stick.
And Jones is not letting the Bulldogs change. Now he does. I was going to say it was tipped, and I was surprised on not allowing the Bulldogs to change, which will really hurt them, as that unit was out there for over a minute. But fresh PKers for the Bulldogs, trying to kill off this last 50 seconds.
Gary Heenan on the bench of Utica, exchanging some words with the head official. At the top of the point, this is moved over. Oh, what a save! Stewart got it with the glove. They're trying to see if it crossed over the line, and it's waved off. Wow, what a save from Dershawn Stewart. How did he keep this out of the net?
It's one of the most jaw-dropping saves I've seen. As we'll catch a replay here, as this puck is going to be tipped and moved over, and oh my goodness.
Dershawn Stewart, you are a bad, bad man for that one. Wow.
He had a similar save in the USA development team game.
Yeah, this one takes the cake.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. That is just unreal in a 2-2 hockey game, too. Against a top-ranked opponent like Utica.
Well, I'll be sure to clip the time for him so he knows. It was a 12:41. He made the save, and I'm sure he'll be able to put that on his highlight reel. Either that or we have our video coach, Peter Goldman, to our left. I'm sure he's got the time written down as well. 10 seconds left of power play time for the Pioneers. Trying to find a right time to shoot it. Scoville goes for a drive. It's wide. They exit the box. Joining the rush is Murphy. Tried to poke it through center. Loretto coughed it up. Here's a chance. Lundberg puts it on. Stewart in the glove and was trying to play it at the last second.
Murphy getting out of the box earlier, trying to cause some havoc. And Loretto coughed the puck on the blue line and went the other way quickly. But Stewart staying on his game, looking really, really sharp so far.
11:54 left to go in the third period. A highlight reel save from Dershawn Stewart. Up the right wing is Theo Troon. A goal so far in this game. Matt Kudo, backhand as he was skating the other way. Brighton sending it all the way down. Stewart to stop it. This will pop up for a second. Cody gloves it down. Troon allowed the Pioneers to get a shot. Kudo taking some hits towards the higher chest area. Patosha waiting patiently to try and release the pass. Backed up the other way. Here's a lane for Vitale. Puts it on. Stewart the stop.
I think that power play for Utica has kind of shifted the momentum kind of back into their favor. They looked extremely slow out of the gates, and it seemed all Bulldogs. So they bounced back with that PK goal. And this is just back and forth hockey, which we love for you all.
Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth from the Arrington Ice Arena. Saturday night NCAA hockey at the AIA. Nothing better than that. This is played back. Trying to skate it. There's a turned on shot, fought off by Stewart. Might not have gotten a full piece on it. Utica with a lot of shots in the past couple of minutes. Now this is Gerstein. His shot goes rink wide. Malika picks it up. Muscled hard into the boards. Pioneers have been trying to pile it onto the Bulldogs. Vitale with the drive. Easy blocker save for Stewart. Deep in the corner again, Vitale. Works it up top to the left point. Now on top of the circle, fighting through a couple of bodies, trying to shove it towards the front, Michael Herrera. And then another glove grab by Stewart.
Bulldogs not getting any pressure really in the offensive zone. It's been all defense for them as Utica has been kind of controlling the puck in the O zone. And Stewart's helped out his team so far. Bulldogs want to get anything going. They got to get some type of O zone pressure for him.
This is work towards the net. Steered aside by Stewart. Waiting is Amsbaugh. Backhand flutters over the line. Bowman to Summers. Amsbaugh. Here's Murphy. Waits, lets it go. Blocked off the backside of Brighton. This pass sent through. Mulera. Crosses the blue line. Murphy and Summers were hoping that this would continue forward. Now Summers gets it. Couldn't control it. D'Orazio behind his goaltender and Roberts. Now the breakout. Chris Carroll too far ahead of him. Carroll drops back. They overplay it. Maybe Summers can get a stick on it. Lifted all the way down. Touched up, no icing. There's Saney who gets in front of it. Tried to toe drag around his man, but got too cute with it. Loretto overplayed it. Here's Wood on net. Stopped by Stewart. Great save. Dershawn Stewart has had one heck of a third period, coming up with multiple breakaway saves, cross crease, and he's kept his team in it as Swade sends a shot on in a glove grab by the other goaltender in Ethan Roberts.
That's Wood's second breakaway attempt in this period alone. The first one, Stewart outweighted him, but found a trailing Utica player for the goal. That one took a shot early, and Stewart read it all the way. And you are right, he has had one heck of a third period.
Walking the blue. Oh, a shot from Kudo. Got through, tipped down to the ice, but too far wide. John Gutt motors it down low. Whaley in the fight. There's a poke check that goes off the wall. Kudo waiting for it. Troon. Up for Lundberg. Bulldogs have to be careful when catching passes towards their own blue line. Patosha with a stretch. Met by the foot of Troon. It'll take a weird bounce and sent all the way down. This is Malika. Bowman able to forward it down low, and it's tipped up into the netting. 7:22 left to go here in the third period. 2-2 our score between Utica University and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth. Lots of NCAA Division III games going on tonight. Opening day for most of these schools. Interesting score to talk about, too. One of the Bulldog rivals, Wisconsin-Stevens Point, got taken to overtime by Dubuque and wound up winning that one by a score of 2-1. And when play slows down, we can take a look around the league to see what some of the other scores were. Gerstein has to back check. Now it's Connor May. McCarthy works it through a blue sweater. Hughes with a crafty move as he's angled off to the side, holding the post with Stewart. There's a slap shot from the top. Oh man, Clark might have soaked that in the dead area of the pad. He's going to go back to the bench, down in some pain. This is Wood once again. Spins off with the LT button. Kudo blows him up in the corner. Up for Perek. Right side blue. Scoville fires one. Friendly fire off his man and Murphy. Up top of the left point, this is tipped on net. Swaggered wide to the glove of Stewart. Playing to the middle. Now Loretto. Now to the middle again. Stewart with a great pad stop. Bulldogs look to turn up ice. Schulteis. Goes way downtown. There's no icing as Whaley has De La Rova trailing him. Perek with a quick feed that doesn't touch anybody, but they wave it off. No icing. Under 5 to play here in the third period.
I think Whaley interfered a little bit with the stick of one of the forwards. That's why I was waved off.
Patrick Saney looking for a chance of his own. He's taken down hard. Kind of just got bumped off the puck and couldn't hold on to the edges of the skate blade. Malika pulls up and turns over on his own blue. It's tipped up into the netting by Lundberg. Perek is trying to argue that it was tipped, but you could very clearly see from here that it wasn't. The Pioneers trying to sneak away with one, and a timeout being called by Utica with 4:26 left to go in the third period.
My guess, the reason why it was called is because those guys are tired out there and they can't change, so you can see them drawing some plays up.
Likely the right decision from the visitors, so we'll step aside for a quick second. Timeout break. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Fans connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is @AdrianCollegeTV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Back at the Arrington Ice Arena, quick timeout break taken by Utica University, and we continue on in the waning stages of the third period. Who will be the first to break? This is played down low. Clark gives it off for Loretto. Back to Clark. Now to Patosha. Opens a backhand. Troon fans on his pass, but picks it up. Lovasek has Troon in the middle. They try and feed him in the slot, but it was blocked. A takedown there. Patosha fell to his knees. Lovasek tried to glove it in between his skates. There's a pile up in the corner. Am's ball to Patosha. Lets one go off the pad of Roberts. Malika circles back. Works free. Am's ball pulls up off the pad. Still loose. They're fighting for it, and finally it's covered up by Roberts.
Roberts looks like he's in some pain here, Herms. Slow to get up. Don't necessarily know what happened to him there. It looks to be okay.
We continue on. 3:15 remaining in the third period. Bowman around the way. Up top, there's a long shot deflected towards the side. Looking for a backhand shot. That was Chris Carroll. Ham's ball in deep. Kudo now connects with Am's ball. Little stutter step to the left, working to the middle, trying to put a pass through traffic. Bulldogs need to be a little more conservative with those center lane passes. This is Bowman. Off for Summers. No space. Works to Kudo. He gets it right back. Blocked in front. Maybe getting a piece of it with the waffle board was Roberts, and it's sent all the way down. This is Hughes, who gets to Marrera. Fought off and blocked aside by Stewart. This is whistled down and signaled for a hand pass.
Yeah, Stewart, his blocker, put that one up in the air right in front of the crease. And I think it was Summers that got his mitts on it to clear it out of the area in the danger zone. And let's see, another timeout here?
I believe so. It looks like Adrian will use their timeout, and that is indeed what it is. So a minute of time for everybody to catch their breath for a second. Just about 2 minutes remaining in the third period. 2-2 the score. We'll be right back. Quick timeout break. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
These are the moments that you wait for. Stakes are high. 2:12 on the score clock here in the third period. Opening day for the Bulldogs as they're taking on Utica University. Tied up at 2. Who's going to get the last one? Swade. Where's the C? Turns on the Jets. Everybody has to go 110% till the final buzzer sounds. Swade tries and lets one go. Very different feeling in this third period than the second. Great pass from Stewart to Swade. Got it all the way up the ice, but just couldn't control it as he was looking to gain offensive ice. Swade, a toe drag around Bro. Plays it up the boards, tipped. Long pass, tipped. Off the Zamboni door glass. There's Malika. Glassing out and offsides as everybody has a meeting on the glass.
Utica not able to stay in the zone there as they gloved it down just barely outside, and it's going to cause a neutral zone draw.
Almost an errant turnover in front of the top of the circle. Under 60 seconds left in regulation. This is lifted by Lovasek. Worked around the boards. Tied in the corner. Playing off the glass. Kudo to Malika. Dumped it in deep. It was on edge, so it took a couple of skips. Patosha tried to break it on the backhand, and fanning on the pass was Troon. Pioneers work it to the middle. They score! With 28 seconds left. A fantastic passing play in front, and the Pioneers take a late 3-2 lead.
All here on the rush after a fan shot. Pioneers go the other way, and Murphy's going to get lost here by the defense and find himself open. And Stewart, who's been great all night, just can't make another miraculous save. And the Bulldogs have 28 seconds to make something happen.
Stewart is already in between the hash marks. He'll wait for the signal to get the extra attacker. Ames ball breaks over the line, tied up on the wall. 20 seconds left. They lift it out. Played in deep. We'll see if it'll roll for icing, and it is. So they'll get lucky with an offensive zone draw, and likely the last chance if the Bulldogs can tie it and send it to overtime.
Problem is they've already used their timeout to rest their guys on the defensive zone draw, so they have to quickly make up a play here.
They play it to the middle. Here's Swade, puts a shot on, bouncing around. 10 seconds left to go. Tied up on the boards. Great play by Scoville. They're trying to find a way to get a shot off. Swade trying to give it off. Murphy lets it go. And the Pioneers take game one of the series. They win it 3-2 at the Arrington Ice Arena.
We knew this game would go down to the last shot. It's exactly what it was. And 28 seconds left on the clock. And Utica wins their first game of the season and the first one of this series.
Player of the game for sure has to be Dershawn Stewart. Saw 34 shots, and it was really piled onto him in the third period. Came away with some unbelievable stops. But the Bulldogs just can't find a way to get it done. Three to two, the final from opening night here at the Arrington Ice Arena. Bulldogs will have another chance tomorrow to try and split the weekend in half. Puck drop right here on ACTV at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Utica University Pioneers and the Adrian College Bulldogs. Any closing thoughts, Tyler?
I mean, if you're a Bulldog fan, I wouldn't be worried. You played pretty good, and it just went down to the last shot, and you just got to bounce back tomorrow and be ready to go.
So make sure to set your clock back an hour. Daylight savings time ends. And we will see you all back here tomorrow for a 1 o'clock puck drop between these two great teams. But from all of us up here in the booth, Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman, we'll see you tomorrow afternoon. You've been watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.